Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and did you know that Twitter was designed to make you interact with people you hate? So if you hate Clownfish TV, and I know some of you do, chances are you've interacted with us or name-checked us at some point in time, and Twitter's like, wow, this is gonna ramp up the interaction, so let's recommend more Clownfish TV or Clownfish TV adjacent content to you. And that's the exact same way that YouTube works. Elon Musk has confirmed this. That Twitter was designed to put you in front of people that you're going to disagree with to ramp up engagement. And apparently they're going to change that. But it was all about engagement and getting people to spend more time on the site fighting with each other. We kind of already knew that though, right? So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about Elon Musk selling off Twitter's office supplies. And Bloomberg is trying to say that they're selling Twitter's office supplies to pay the rent. I don't think that's the case. I think they're selling Twitter's office supplies because he got rid of 75% of the workforce. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's talk about this first. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Finally, over 288,000 subs. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube up to some shenanigans, of course. So you want to make sure you're still subscribed and ring the bell for notifications. And yeah, YouTube, like I said, works the exact same way that Twitter does. And I've told people this before, especially people that have like massive, massive hate boners for us. The more you interact with us, the more you hate watch our videos, the more of our content is going to be recommended to you. The more you name check us on Twitter, the more we're going to show up in your feed. The more you interact with us, even if it's to retweet us, to dogpile us, the more you're going to get recommended Clownfish TV and content like Clownfish TV. So if you really, truly want to see us go away, because all it does for us, honestly, is give us more views and more money. If you want to see us go away, stop caring so much what we think. That would be my recommendation to you, but we know that's not how social media works. So yeah, this is interesting. I saw this last night. Elon Musk put this up. Trashing accounts that you hate will cause our algorithm to show you more of those accounts as it is keying off of your interactions. Again, it's just like hate watching TV shows. We talked about this. Streaming shows, they look at the numbers. Are you spending a lot of time interacting with certain accounts, even if they are negative interactions? Are you retweeting or quote retweeting certain accounts, even if they are negative interactions? It's still an interaction. Are you downvoting a YouTube video? It's still an interaction. Wow, this channel must be popular. This user must be popular. Hey, if we get this much interaction from this particular user, let's show you 10 more accounts like this one. Or better yet, let's show your friends accounts like this, because chances are they will interact as negatively with these accounts as you did, right? And that's going to ramp up our interaction. Then we can go to our advertisers and say, look at how much time people spend on Twitter, wasting their lives. We want to monetize that. Basically, Musk is saying if you love trashing that account, then you will probably also love trashing this account. It's not actually wrong. So we've got people responding to him. The algorithm goes berserk though. I avoid even clicking like to sports trends because it keeps showing me sports all the time in the trending topics from 1 to 20 plus, even though I only liked 2 World Cup tweets. Musk says the recommendation algorithm will get much better and it will be open source. The opposite of love is apathy, not hate. Apparently algorithms believe this too. That is 100% true. Again, I can tell you, because I know this for a fact, that YouTube's algorithm works very much the same way. Why are videos getting recommended that maybe get, quote unquote, downvoted to oblivion? Because a lot of people are interacting with them. A lot of people are talking about them. They're getting shared on social media. They're getting shared on Reddit. They're getting shared on Discord. It just helps the SEO. It helps YouTube make a decision that this video must be popular for whatever reason, good or bad. This guy here, raise your hand if you'd rather not deal with those algorithms and if you'd rather see the accounts you actually choose to follow instead. The only way this is true is if the algorithm is reading tweets then analyzing them. Not exactly. There's no way to correlate emotes with trashy behavior Prove me wrong. I'm sure they've got plenty and plenty and plenty of data about that. For someone who claims to want to foster civil discourse while acknowledging that social media is bad for people, you sure do seem to want to encourage everybody's worst impulses in order to maximize engagement on your social media site. Wall Street Silver, there's no such thing as bad engagement. Lesson, don't trash accounts. Why would you make the algorithm like this? He didn't. This is what it came with. You're clearly trying to sow discord among everyone by promoting stuff they hate on their page. You say you want a less divided world, but are contributing to it so much. Such a hypocrite. Such a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite, Elon Musk. It's because that's the way Twitter was designed. That is the way Twitter was designed by the people that came before Elon Musk. Translation, we build an algorithm that fails to understand context. This is good. Twitter's purpose should be to act as society's coliseum of toxicity. If you step into this arena, you should accept that it's an endless war. Twitter is a hellscape, but it's a create your own hellscape. That is exactly it. If you are constantly dunking on the chuds, Twitter is going to show you more chuds. What if you focused on making people's experience using the site less shitty instead of more shitty? Again, this is not what he did. Confirming if we quote retweet a terrible take or reply to a transphobe, we will be forced to see more terrible takes on transphobes, block and move on. Again, this is the default setting on Twitter. Twitter was designed to make you angry. Absolutely. He is elaborating a little bit. He said, Twitter verified tweets are more likely to be recommended to others as they are less likely to be bots or troll farms. Somebody says, Twitter started working on giving Twitter Blue subs the option to view blue tweets only. Instagram makes people depressed and Twitter makes people angry. Which is better? Which is better? That's a damn good question. LinkedIn makes people depressed, not Insta. That's true. The way things are going right now, it is LinkedIn, and a lot of it is because of Elon Musk laying off a bunch of people at Twitter. So let's talk about that. That's a good segue, right? A lot of people very angry at the way Elon Musk is running Twitter. Twitter was described as an adult daycare by some people. It is pretty much everything that was wrong with Silicon Valley, the excess. And of course, he came in and started gutting it. And look, the reason he did is because Twitter is supposedly losing $4 million a day. He came in, he got 75% of the workforce, something like that. It might not be quite that much, but it was a pretty high number. It was over half, right? And Twitter's been bleeding out money. So what's he doing? Well, he's selling all the office furniture, according to Bloomberg. And they get a dig in there. They said he is selling the office furniture to pay the bills at Twitter. I don't think that's actually what's going on. Apparently, Twitter has not been paying the rent. They owed $136,000 for rent. They were going to default on the lease of the Hartford building in 5 days unless the rent was paid. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he is going to move it to Texas. I don't know, or just let that building go. I have no idea. But yeah, look, why do you need all the office furniture, all the fixtures, if you don't have a workforce anymore? Thought this was funny. Bloomberg, on sale Twitter auctions. Coffee makers, neon logo as Musk struggles to pay the rent. Fancy an espresso machine once used by Twitter employees or a neon display of its logo. Fans of the social media company have a chance to get their hands on them in a fire sale of items from the San Francisco headquarters starting on Tuesday. The 27-hour online auction organized by Heritage, they do comic. Is that the same Heritage that does the comic books and stuff? Is the latest sign of upheaval at the company, which billionaire Elon Musk acquired for $44 billion last year. That's not going to make enough money to pay the rent. I think it's called Twitter is changing. We don't have as many people working here, so we can get rid of a lot of this stuff. So the 631 lots of surplus corporate office assets range from the mundane industrial scale kitchenware and typical office furniture like whiteboards and desks to less typical fare for office auctions such as quirky signage and more than 100 boxes of KN95 masks. Also in the mix are a range of designer chairs, coffee machines, iMacs, and stationary bike stations capable of charging appliances. Probably boxes and boxes and boxes of Stay Woke shirts too, right? Because didn't he find a bunch of those? Most of the items, including company memorabilia like a large Twitter bird statue and an @ sculpture planner, had starting bids of only $25. With about 20 hours left in the auction, the neon logo had received 64 bids, valuing it $17,000. Wow. The bird statue had 55 bids, pushing the price to $16,000, while the @ sculpture had 52 bids for a $4,000 value. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Organizers have said to sale. Organizers, this is Bloomberg, by the way. Organizers have said to sale isn't intended to shore up Twitter's finances. A representative of Heritage Global Partners told Fortune magazine last month this auction has nothing to do with their financial position. If their representative said this auction has nothing to do with their financial position, why are you leading with Musk is struggling to pay the rent? He actually might be defaulting on purpose. I don't know. The auction house was not immediately able to respond to queries sent outside normal business hours. Still, more cash is likely welcome from Musk, who's trying to cut costs radically at the company and has failed to pay rent for another San Francisco address, attracting a lawsuit. Other offices, including its Asia-Pacific base in Singapore, have not been spared, with staff there being asked to clear out and work from home. Twitter, which no longer has a media relations team, did not respond to emailed queries from Bloomberg. Same with this. That's going to be their excuse. We wrote them to ask them about the situation. Twitter, which doesn't have a media department, didn't respond to a request for comment. It's the same person, same writer, Robert Burnson. This one is done by, oh, no, somebody else, Loved Away. So, yeah. This is funny. This is kind of funny. Things are definitely changing over there. But yeah, this is what we all knew. Twitter is designed to make you angry. It was rage bait incarnate. If you're on Twitter and you're feeling miserable about yourself and humanity and other people, chances are it was by design, because you're staying on the app. You're giving them ad revenue. You're giving them views. And that was the purpose. And hopefully it does change. Hopefully it becomes a better experience for a lot of people. I would like to see it change and be like, look, I'm using Twitter, but I'm kind of in my own walled garden here unless I want to go outside of that. I think that would make a lot of people happier, but then they won't spend as much time. They'll go do things in the real world, and we can't have that, because you don't get paid for that. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.